Yeah, this time his victim was Jason McIntyre. On his podcast, Straight Fire, he kind of talked through his situation, or exchange rather, with KD. We got a video here. Let's take a look at it.
Once you say something nice about someone, they reply, okay, I see you. Then, when you say something not so nice, you get this. You're such a clown. You don't even like sports. You look like a drama major. I don't know what that means. I've never taken an acting class in my life. I said to KD, one of the 15 best players in the history of the NBA is squabbling with anonymous fools in a comment section. It was never your brand when you won the MVP and 2 titles and finals MVPs. Why pivot that way now? He just got personal. You're a fool, blah, blah, blah. He used the P word to describe me. He calls me broke boy. Doesn't address any of it. Doesn't address why he would argue about being top 5. And again, I'm a Kevin Durant guy. Well, Jay, how are you a Kevin Durant guy if you're saying he's an idiot for battling guys in the comment section of a Twitter Spaces? Well, time out. This isn't black and white. You love this guy, you hate this guy. You can like someone and totally disagree with something they're doing. Are we really at the state where you have to be 100% all behind somebody or 100% against somebody? It doesn't work like that. So, bottom line, I still like Kevin Durant even though he's calling me all these names. He's hurt. I get it. Life will go on.
Okay, so quick synopsis.
Right.
Jason, the day before on his podcast, I believe, or it was on with Colin Cowherd, one of those, he basically was talking about KD in the Twitter Spaces and said that he needs to get a life and, why are you in the comments, defending yourself and da-da-da-da, X, Y, and Z, whatever he said in the intern. But basically the premise was he needs to get a life. So KD caught wind of this and DM'd Jason saying that he was a clown and all this stuff. Jason then tries to tries to bait him into like a full-blown conversation about like basketball takes or whatever. KD didn't take the bait. He called him a broke boy. He called them another name for a cat.
Yeah, right.
And all these things. Jason got offended by that, went on his podcast, screenshotted the DMs, released them, and says, Katie's calling me all these names, and that's what that whole clip of that podcast is about.
We talked about this the other day though, right?
Uh-huh.
Like just why is KD so involved with all of these people on social media?
He's a Virgo.
I kind of see.
I don't care. I don't know nothing about no damn Virgo or none of that with the sign shit. I think he's too good of a player. He's one of the greatest basketball players to ever play the game. I don't know where you guys got KD ranked at, but he'll be in my top 20 best players to ever play forever. I mean, it's just a unique skill set at 7 feet that we hadn't seen before. So I don't want to take anything away from his basketball ability. I don't understand why he continues to get involved with these media people and care about their comments. They're not going to stop you from being a Hall of Famer. You're an NBA champion, and you're trying to win a title in Phoenix. You're trying to do something special for that organization. Just play. I don't understand why he I can't even put my finger on it, why he really wants to, because if it was me, I would catch him at the game personally. That's when I want to have this conversation.
Yeah, right.
No, I wouldn't fight him.
Let him know what's up.
I had a situation. You guys probably know. Y'all kind of young. Y'all remember Bob Ryan, the great beat writer for the Celtics?
Yes.
In New England.
I know this story.
Yeah. So he said some things to me before, but I was able to get to him face to face. It's different when I address it face to face. Obviously, social media wasn't like it was now, but I was able to address it face to face, and express my dislikes and what I didn't like what he said. He said what he had to say, and we left it at that. But that gave me satisfaction. I think that's the same thing with KD. Just if I was him, I'll just put it in my memory bank. He may be in one of these games one day. I'm gonna see him at a game, and then you catch him. But just going back and forth with him, you ain't gonna win with them. It's impossible to win.
Right. I ain't gonna lie, Antoine. I kind of want to know the details of this story, man. What did the reporter say? What information did he put out there? You got me curious now.
Well, about me?
Yeah.
He was a beat writer, so he followed the team. So he just started, it's a different. He started talking about my personal life. So I told him, I said, listen, let's just keep it in the essence of basketball. If I go 1 for 15, talk bad about him. I don't care about that. But he started getting into my personal life and things of that nature. So I stopped him in his tracks. So I could understand how some media could get under your skin sometimes. But I just think for KD, he's just too good of a player And these situations, they're going to talk about him. It doesn't matter. I mean, and he brought a little bit of these things on himself. I mean, he made a bold move. We all know that from OKC going to play with 2 other Hall of Famers and guys that beat you in the playoffs. He made a competitive move. So all people were upset about that move, but it worked out to be great. He won him 2 championships. He's a final MVP, and he's finishing off a great career. So I just think some of these guys don't deserve your energy. I just wish he wouldn't give it to them.
I'm like 60-40 on this. I think that 60% of me, I agree with Antoine that he just needs to kind of just like get off his phone.
Just put it down.
Just put it down.
Just put the phone down. Okay.
40% of me thinks, though, I understand some of the thinking because people talk about KD crazy. And I think that it gets to a point. For example, the Twitter space was a choice that he made. Agree or disagree, Jason went on his platform and was like, oh, he needs to get a life. Don't be such a loser. Da-da-da-da. Like all this stuff, right? So in Katie's mind, well, why is it okay for you to get on your platform and bash me and call me names? And then when I do publicly, let's look at the facts here. He did it publicly. Yeah. Katie DM'd him privately and was going at it. Yeah, Jason then made it public by releasing those DMs. Yeah, that is a good point. So if you can't even defend yourself privately, when can I defend myself? Because it's not like Katie went on Twitter and was like, at Jason McIntyre, you're a bum, you're a clown, keep my name out of your mouth. Yeah. It was a private conversation that Jason made public. So, okay, if I can't defend myself publicly because people look at me like, oh, get off of Twitter, stop having Twitter fingers. Now I can't do it privately. It's my fault that he released it. That was his decision to release it and to make another podcast about it. Mm-hmm. So in that regard, I don't disagree with Katie. If you're going to defend yourself privately, that's no different than Antoine going up to the beat writer and defending himself. Now, if the beat writer went ahead and wrote a story about that conversation, is that Antoine's fault?
Yeah, no.
No, I went to you man to man privately, had a conversation with you. You took that conversation and made it public the minute you wrote a story about that. That's no longer my fault. Mm-hmm. So in that respect, I have to agree with KD. Like, do I always agree with him publicly going on Twitter and going back and forth with people? No. I think that he's reached a level of status he shouldn't even be worrying about that. Mm-hmm. But when it comes to privately addressing your beefs with people, he has every right to do that. And it's the decisions of the people on the other end of that looking almost for clout and for their 15 minutes of like, oh, KD, I got him riled up in my DMs that make it public. Yeah. And some will say, well, if you know that's going to be the outcome, then don't DM him. But it's every much in his right to have a private conversation with someone. Jason wanted his 15 minutes and he got him.
Yeah.
That's not KD's fault.
That's a great point. I didn't think about that.
Yeah, no, for real. Yeah, Antoine, I'm with you. I didn't think of it that way.
No, I was just saying he's clearly just clout chasing.
Yeah.
Like, if anything, if I was KD, I wouldn't even message him at all.
Who's clout chasing?
Jason.
The guy.
That's clear clout. Yeah. He posted the screenshots on Twitter on a podcast like he was Mariah Mills. Yeah. Like
like he was Mariah.
It's like that's something that's like insane. Yeah. We're screenshotting.
You mean the legend?
We're screenshotting DMs now as grown men.
That's crazy.
That's what women do.
I'm a woman and I've never even done that. I have never screenshotted a DM. I've never screenshotted a DM and put it on Instagram or Twitter unless it was like funny. Like
so we had the caveat.
No, like I've screenshotted a DM of like a crazy pickup line and put it in my covered the @ name and put it in my story and been like, LOL, look at this. But I have never in my life like had a full-blown conversation with somebody. Like full-blown conversation with someone, a private conversation, but via text message, DM, and put that out on social media. That's an insane thing. That's so insane to me. And it's even more insane as a grown man to do that. That's crazy.
Yeah, this ain't grown man activity. I'll tell you that much.
Yeah, no, not at all. Not at all.